This is crazy, this video, chat.
No. I love my wife,
Okay.
but I'm gay.
Bro, you clearly don't love your wife then. Like, I don't know. Yo, that's crazy, man. He's doing the fucking, he's that guy from The Breakfast thing, bro. The Breakfast, Good Morning Britain, or some shit. I don't know his name, man. That's crazy,
Should
man.
I come out now? Yes.
Bro, come out before you have a baby with her, man. If you have a baby, that's... I don't know, man. That's a bit...
Or no?
This is...
We brought together a group of strangers to help an
That's
anonymous
crazy,
person
though. I
make
don't
one
know,
of their
man.
toughest decisions.
I think you should.
My wife is the most important
Otherwise, you're gonna be... Bro, like... You're not gonna be...
person
It's
in
just
my
not
life.
it, man.
And
For the
I
rest
would
of your
never
life,
wanna do
you're gonna be
anything.
with someone that you say that you love, but you don't really love. You clearly don't love her because you love men, because you're gay. You get me? Maybe you like her in like a friend way, but if you're gay, you don't love her. You love her in like as a friend. Just say it. Just friend zone her. Friend zone your wife.
But I'm also gay, so I'm not sure how to.
How'd you do that? How'd you manage to do that though? No, that's crazy though. Imagine how the wife will be thinking when, what's good, Deadshot? How are you? Now that's crazy, man. I'm not gonna lie, that's crazy, bro. Yes, sir, man. Nah, man. Bro, imagine like, I'm watching this, brother. Should I come out to my wife? What was I saying? Nah, man, that's crazy. Imagine your wife turning you gay, bro. Like, imagine them, like, that's crazy.
Approach it, or even how to come out.
After hearing the group's advice, which choice will this person make? This is the dilemma.
Nah, man. Yo, his wife really turned him gay. Yes. Everyone gonna say yes. I'm pretty sure it's easy though.
How long into the relationship did you realize you were gay?
I knew before.
Nah, that's crazy. Nah, that's on you, man. I can't lie. That's on you then. If you knew before, nah, man.
Got married.
So why the fuck did you get
How did
married?
you meet your partner?
You didn't want to
We grew
disappoint.
up in the same community together. We started off as friends, then best friends, and
That's fucked,
it
man.
grew from there.
Is your partner supportive of everything you do?
In our viewpoints on religion, yes. In terms of supporting the LGBT community, no.
So religion is a big cornerstone of your guys' relationship?
We both grew up in the same religious community, so we both grew up with the same values and the same social guidelines. So yes.
Do you think your wife knows you're gay?
No, she doesn't.
What was the main reason as to why you went to the yes side?
I have a few family members in the LGBTQ plus community. I know all their experiences coming out have been positive, at least in the long run.
Nah, yeah, but not when you're married to someone. Like, come on, it's a big difference.
I thought to myself,
You fully put a ring and everything on her, saying I will not leave you. I'll sit by your side forever until the day, until death do us part or some shit. And this guy, nah,
about
man.
him coming here, wanting to,
actually knew
you know,
before.
share his truth and, you know, speak to us about it. I knew that
knew before getting married.
it's about time. It's starting to boil over, and he needs to
He
come
knew.
out.
What was your reasoning for marrying a woman even though you knew you were gay?
I thought that if I got married, that it would change me and that I could become straight.
What are your intentions in life? And how do you want to feel about your life?
I want to be truthful, but I also don't want to hurt the people surrounding me. I'm a very nice person. I don't lie.
So you're
So the
on,
fact
bro.
that-
If you're truthful, you're gonna hurt people's feelings either way. If you're honest, because some people don't like the truth.
I'm basically living
Right.
a lie right now. It gives me a lot of anxiety and depression. But I know if I came out suddenly, it would devastate her.
The thing is, I'm bisexual, and I would have
I
never
tell her to
said
firm it,
anything
ma'am.
if
I
I
firm
ended
it.
up falling in love with a man and everything worked out. And, you know, I fell in love with a woman and I didn't want to hide anymore. Being your authentic self is my principle.
So is there an expected fallout that extends beyond just the relationship of you and your wife? Like, is it more than just your guys' relationship that's at stake?
My job is tied to the church, so I could potentially lose my job. I would most likely lose my family, my friends, my wife. I would lose everything, basically. I would have nothing and no support.
Are we the only people who know about this?
Only
I've never
people,
told
bro.
them.
I know now. The fuck?
Just based on this information now, you guys can switch to the other side if you want.
He was explaining what's at stake if
I
he
don't, bro. If gee,
comes out immediately.
I would
Because
still
of
say
that, the more I thought
yes.
about that, the
I-
more I was like, you know what? He's gonna be losing literally everything because of this. So
Okay.
I feel like he needs to have
bro,
some
that
sort
is
of
life,
plan
bro.
in
Either way, they're
motion
gonna
first.
die.
The reason I said no, I'm bisexual. Same as you.
Right.
It took me a cool minute to kind of come to terms with that. So it's like, I look more at like, am I safe? If you do, gone. You could lose a lot of things that you've built up on this foundation.
Have you at all considered reaching out to therapy or some sort of counseling to help you through
Bro,
this
that
process?
won't help. That won't help.
In the community I live in, it's a little bit hard to find counseling.
Oh,
I
just
live in a
leave that
more
community
rural
then. If it's not the
area,
right for you.
so the
Bro, you're just doing
majority
it
of
for no reason.
counselors are based through the church.
Can you tell me a little bit more about your relationship with God? And has there been moments where you've personally experienced Him guide you?
Yeah, I would say, faith has been a deciding factor in all things that I do in my life, and that I don't, follow God blindly. I've felt Him work in my life before. So for me, it's a real relationship that I have,
Okay.
and it's the most important relationship I have. God goes before everything else.
Faith is just a huge factor for my truth. To me, that's what I resonated the most. So I wanted to be that representation of like, hey, if you just go in with blind faith, it could still work out.
That's
If
that'd be crazy.
you show who you
That'd
really
actually
are
be great. That'd
to
be
somebody,
crazy.
to anybody, they're gonna show you who they are, like 100% of the time. And if you're
She
surrounding
be
yourself with
questioning
people
herself, like,
who
am I straight in
are
bed?
kind
Like,
of
would I-
not
would I-
in
did I
support
make
of
him
the person
really
that you really
turn
are,
gay?
then that's not a healthy
Or is he
situation.
always gay?
And I think he should 100%.
Because he
come out,
said he knew like
I'm bisexual too.
he said he knew like before marriage. So he didn't know before getting into a relationship with her. So something must have happened in that relationship to make him turn like, I don't know.
Give me a cool minute. One of my, I'm not gonna name names, I'll say a family member.
Maybe it's
told
like
my
her
parents.
pussy trash.
It gave me a lot of anxiety. It was like, am I gonna get kicked out? I'm gonna stay here. Are they upset with me? It was very much like, okay, whatever, I don't wanna talk to you right now. And it's like, I know coming out, like everyone's like, do it, it's great, you'll feel better. But for me, coming out, it made me feel worse. Because I'm like, I live my truth, but it didn't make me feel the way I wanted to feel.
I believe that everybody should live their truth. You're not emotionally responsible for anybody. You don't owe anybody your life.
people just too
You
nice
be
nowadays,
you, and
man.
they'll figure out how to be them.
Well, if
I
they
think
don't
it's
like it,
different.
just
Like
fuck-
you're
just-
saying, you're not responsible for other people's feelings, but it is. I know the guilt that I
laugh.
would feel as like a husband to be hiding something from my wife is like horrible.
Yeah, because like
100.
let's also not forget that they are married. They have
Yeah.
vows, and part of
There's a
those
lot
vows
attached
is
to
to
that.
tell the truth. You know what I mean? Because you're taking away another
so
person's
true.
ability to live in reality, and that's wrong.
I do want to point out that I'm not necessarily saying that he should wait like years to come out. I'm just saying maybe
no,
take
don't do
just
that.
like a couple months. Like I would say go to counseling.
How do you
or therapy,
gradually,
figure out
like,
who you
turn
are,
gay?
and who you are even without the church and without your wife and without all of that stuff. Once you figure all that out, then you can start going through that process of how am I going to come out.
Yeah, but I think I think the focus should be more like
Nah,
him
she'll
just
definitely think
finding himself.
he's
you
trolling,
know?
man.
Like all that planning, like where's he gonna go and all that stuff. Yeah, those are tough questions, but it doesn't have to be answered right now because you know,
I feel like
it takes
she'd
baby
react
steps.
like. Oh my god.
coming out is
Bro,
not
these men are
ripping off
scared
a
of living their
Band-Aid.
life,
It comes with
man.
so much anxiety. It comes with so much fallbacks,
Okay, but you're
depending on
literally in a
who you are,
relationship
where your
with someone
community is
that
aligned, you know what I mean? And it shouldn't
don't
just be
wanna fuck
ripped off,
anymore.
because even ripping off Band-Aids hurt.
Or like-
you know what I mean? It's not a painless process just because it's quick.
you don't really
and
love
people
them.
really need to understand that.
You don't want to be married to them. You want to be married to a man.
Was there anything in the discussion that caught your attention in some way?
I think when they were mentioning when you come out, like right now, that person will show their true colors to me. That resonated with me because that is true. The other issue that was brought up was the point of counseling and kind of preparing myself. I feel like that could be beneficial.
The goose was separated, prepared.
I think there was too much discussion of what's step 10, what's step 7. What do we do like 3 stages from now?
I think that's what he's getting again. I think what he needs from us is comfort.
Like ultimately, at the end of the day, people are going to be
I
evil,
think
and
the
you
wife
can't
will
predict how
definitely
someone's
watch
gonna
this.
react.
Right.
Also, I've met people who've been in a dangerous situation because they came out.
So the biggest concern
My
That's just
community.
crazy, man. Makes a reaction video everything.
So one thing we talked about was not necessarily needing a plan because your dilemma isn't coming out to the world right now, but it's
Nah, I
coming
wanna know
out
how
to
long they've
your
been in a
wife, like your
relationship for.
partner. And just as a married man of
Bro,
faith,
imagine if it's like 10 years or some shit.
You said your wife grew up in the church with you and you grew up in the church, and so your wife possesses those fruits of the Spirit that are like patience and kindness. And I think those attributes, like you said, it sounds like are in her. And so she would be loving and kind and patient with you.
One of the things I want to just encourage you on is that you've been in a vulnerable position before where you had to put your whole trust in God and He came through. So I just encourage you to sometimes be okay with taking just the first step forward, and everything else you could figure out along the way.
So I first want to be clear that yes, you should come out, but you should definitely wait and give it a little bit more time. Because we're worried about your safety, number one. The other thing too is that you need resources and you need time to get those resources. Like I said, like these divorce processes and everything, they don't take a week. And then it's all about your community, right?
man.
Personally, me and my
crazy.
family is super religious, so I
was like, is this
very
a
much
prank?
understand where you're coming
think
from
this is a prank.
about investing so much time in your community and the sense of loss that comes with
Like,
it.
was that fake
but you
love
have to
that whole
understand
entire
that
time?
you'll be fine, your relationship with God will be fine, but this is a very tough decision that is more than that.
That's crazy, man.
Jacob, how are you feeling right now?
Yo, is his name called Nah. Wait, they just bait his name out? Is that his actual name? If that's his actual name, that's crazy if they
I'm
baited him out.
feeling like I got a lot of just helpful words that have helped me kind of
There's no way he
put
baited him out
together
there.
an idea
There's
of
no
what I
way.
want to do
There's no
going
way.
forward.
Have you made a decision in your mind right now?
Yeah, I think I have.
Oh! He's made a decision. Oh! No. It's gonna be no. It's gonna be no. It's gonna be no. It's gonna be no. Oh! Yeah, it's no. That's no.
Yeah, so upon getting home, I told my wife that I wanted to do counseling. And we've been meeting with a wonderful counselor, and she has just been able to give us a lot
like
of
you as a
tools to
friend.
work with. We meet one-on-one, so I get a chance to be very
Wait, who
open
is he? Where did he
tools to
go?
work with a wonderful counselor, and she has just been able to give us a lot of tools to work with. We meet one-on-one, so I get a chance to be very open with her about how I feel. So I think within the
Nah,
next
I'm not
few
gonna
months,
lie, yeah.
definitely, I'll be ready to fully come out.
I couldn't
and
live with myself.
Just prepare myself and my wife for
Yo,
that.
that'd be crazy, man. No!
I feel like the weight's been
Aye.
lifted. I still have a journey to go through. And it's
So
gonna
what
be
are you gonna
hard
do? You
either
staying
way,
with her?
But I feel a bit of closure.
Maybe have
in the
like a
sense that I
polyamorous
know what I wanna
relationship
do.
with it, like have a man as well.
Well, I
innit?
do believe that it's a decision
So there's
to
two
make
men, one
faithfully
woman.
through God. I also
So you
think
can have best
that
of both
it should be a
worlds.
decision that's made with the help of a counselor. I think that it's only fair to my wife
Damn, imagine
that
your wife
when I
is
come
that
out, I do it in a way that's not only safe for me, but safe for her, and to make sure that I have the resources
Bro,
I need
just like-
in case something does go wrong. You guys are the first people I've
fucking alarms?
opened up to.
Yo, just rip off the face mask. Just rip that shit off.
I know that if you hit that wall,
I rip it off.
just like, I don't feel like no one's gonna support me, no one has my back. Know that we have your back, you know, in spirit, from the distance. Like, you have people who believe in you.
Bro, shut the fuck
and who's
up.
gonna support you, you know, who want you to be happy, and you deserve that.
Nah, I don't know how to feel about that, bro.